Welcome back to the Fourth Quarter Faith podcast where football meets conviction. I am Jake Lagna here with my co-host Jesse Shalalo. Before we start, hit that like and subscribe button. Please do it. We love every single one of you. And the notification bell so you know when all of our videos drop. Comment faith down in the comment section once you are subscribed so that we know you are subscribed and we can show you some love. But before we start, as always, Jesus loves you and he always will. Jesse, how you doing?
It's insane, man. We're 24 hours away from the NFL draft, and
yeah, basically
we're still no closer to what I don't know. A lot of speculation about this is going to be a trade heavy draft. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could go down tomorrow night, at least for day one. I don't expect a lot for day two or day three, but day one, it seems like it's a lot of heavy stuff that's going to happen. And I'm excited to see what happens. Especially for the Steelers. I mean, a lot of people resonated with the fact that I hope that Ty Simpson doesn't go to us for our first round pick. And I still hope that what happens. But anyway, I'm good. It was a good day. Work was cool. Work was chill. And now we're gonna talk heavily on the draft before tomorrow night. So I'm excited to talk football.
All right, let's get straight into it then. So the first thing is not draft related, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it depends. Yep.
It's just news. It's news.
Mm-hmm.
So George Pickens, according to Adam Schefter, Cowboys executive vice president Stephen Jones told reporters today that they've decided wide receiver George Pickens will play on the franchise tag this season, and there won't be talks on a long-term deal. So George Pickens is playing on the franchise tag. The Cowboys do not want to do a long-term deal right now. And according to like other sources that I saw were that George Pickens has not showed up for anything yet. And he can't show up technically until he signs the franchise tag. So I don't see, I mean, it's tough to say because like obviously he wants like a long-term deal, but if the Cowboys aren't gonna like entertain it, then he's out of luck. But I don't see him showing up for anything until probably training camp because he's probably not happy about it because no guy normally is, for the most part, is happy about getting a franchise tag, especially after the year George Pickens just had. So with this, I think the Cowboys are just like, hey, we know how good you are. We want you on our team. You and Dak have chemistry now. Excuse me. And we just want to see you do it again. And we want to see you be a consistent weapon in our offense that can put up big numbers, which, I mean, I can't blame the Cowboys. Like, this isn't like this is a smart thing to do, but it just sucks for the player because they don't get that like full security that every player wants. So, yeah. You got any thoughts on George Pickens, your former wide receiver?
Yeah, sorry. I really need to bring that back up again, but it's fine. I think do I don't know how to talk about this, and I don't want to seem very indifferent about it, but this is just what the Cowboys do. Like, the Cowboys just love putting their guys that they want to do a long-term deal with on a franchise tag. And I think this opens the door for Pickens to think about even if a deal comes his way from another team. I think he might even be open to it because I think the franchise tag. If correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe you can still get traded under the franchise tag. Correct, or am I wrong with that?
You can get traded. I don't know if you can. I have to double check if you can like if another team because I think that's the hold on rules. Keep going though.
Yeah. So if that's the case, and he can get traded under the franchise tag or not, um, I think this is a place where we could see teams that might be going heavier into the wide receiver draft this like wide receiver players this year. Like they could definitely go into that realm. I think I was looking at this Instagram account I usually look at, and we are a Steelers Ravens podcast. The Ravens could make an aggressive move to take their 14th pick and get George Pickens. I think there is a world where that is possible. Would I love that? No, because then that would mean that Lamar would have one of his best wide receivers, one of the better wide receivers he's played with on the team that would make their offense very good. So, but also I think there's other teams. I think what's another team? I don't know if the Chiefs are gonna do it because I think the Chiefs now that they're like solidified that pick, I think they're fine. Um, I Is it crazy to say the Jets? Maybe. I think the Jets could be in the realm of possibility for that because I mean they always need good wide receiver help, and I think Geno Smith is not the greatest QB in the world, but knowing what he had in Pittsburgh, and going from Dak to Geno, at least he knows he will still get the football. So I'm not surprised that this ended in the Cowboys saying that they're not going to do a long term deal. I think this was to be expected, to me personally. But I think watch out for George Pickett's name in draft night tomorrow specifically, because I think if specifically, I'm just going to stick with the Ravens being my pick. If there's any team that could be aggressive enough to trade the Cowboys their pick for George Pickens, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
Bro,
But
that'd be
if George Pickens
crazy.
plays, huh?
That'd be crazy because then the Cowboys would have. I think they would
They
have
would.
3 first round picks.
Do they have 3? I thought they only had 2. Oh no, they
Don't
would have 2.
don't they have 12, 20 right now?
Let me check.
I believe they have 12 and 20 right now.
Yep, you're right. 12 and 20. Yep.
Yeah, so they'd have
So they have
12,
12,
14,
14,
and
and 20.
20.
Yeah, that'd be disgusting. That'd be disgusting work. So, um,
Oh,
I
real
just say
quick.
look
Oh,
out for
sorry.
George Pickens' name if he is um in trade talks during draft night. But if not, and if he plays under the this is just gonna suck for the Cowboys later because now they're gonna if they want to keep Pickens in the building, they're gonna have to pay him good money to keep him. So like
Oh,
this
yeah.
is just it's just a band-aid on a bullet hole. Like it's just it's gonna cover it up for a little bit and then they're
Great
gonna have to
song.
deal with it eventually. Great song.
If you
So yeah. That's
by
my thought on
Morgan
it.
Wallen.
I'm indifferent about it, but if you wanna say this is good for the Cowboys, then I have
I
no
mean,
issues.
it is for like I mean, in the business sense, not the player sense, and not the relationship between the
I think it's
player and the
stupid
team.
business sense because it doesn't make sense to just if you want to pay him, pay him.
Just it's
They've
smart in
it's
the
just the thing is they've taken out so much money. Like they restructured Dak's contract, they restructured other players' contracts. They don't have Trayvon Diggs anymore, so that's not an issue for them money wise.
or
So
Micah.
or Micah, so they have the money to pay him. They're just not doing it. And like I said, knowing that the agent who was handling Micah's deal is handling Pickens' deal, I don't see him staying there. Like it doesn't make sense to me. But if that's what he wants to do and he's playing into the the franchise tag, then you do what you got when you pop him, bro. I mean, George
All right.
Pickens will still be good regardless.
Let me read. I just meant that in that specific way of like it's smart just to make sure that he is just to see him do it again, basically, because a lot of guys get that where they get an approve it deal, basically. Yes, he proved it last year. I know that. I'm not saying he has not at all. And previously when he was on the Steelers. But it's just I just
Yeah, because
think that
you
it's the
know the talent he is.
Cowboys doing business how they usually do it.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, wanting George Pickens to do what he did last year again before they throw out that much money. Because they already paid CD. So they're gonna have two of the highest paid wide receivers. Not saying it can't like
the
they can
Cowboys
do it,
the
but
Cowboys are
it's
just
just
turning
a
into the
matter of
Bengals.
if
They're
they are
literally just
willing
turning
to.
into the Bengals.
But
They're
I
just
have
turning into the Bengals in like the worst way.
the franchise tag that they have there's two types in case
Okay.
someone didn't know. There's a non-exclusive, which is the most common, which is a player can negotiate with other teams. The original team has the right to match any offer or receive 2 first-round draft picks as compensation if they decline. And that is not like 2 firsts this year.
Yeah.
Or it's probably like one next year and one the year after. And then there's the exclusive, which is the player cannot negotiate with other teams. The team retains sole negotiating rights. And the tag that George Pickens has is non-exclusive. So he can negotiate with other teams because he has not officially signed it. So he's not officially under contract with the Cowboys right now. And if the Cowboys want to match it, they can. If not, they get 2 draft picks. So
It's just knowing
So
that it's
technically,
already
he
not
doesn't have to get
easy.
traded because he's not on a team right now. Technically,
Yeah, I just think it's when you think of the Bengals, right? Like the Bengals have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase on really big deals. And we already know how difficult the Bengals have been trying to stud up the defense. Now, luckily, they got Dexter Lawrence, so that's going to help them out in the long run. But um,
we'll see
we'll see. We'll have to see how the season plays out. But anyway, like you're
with the
already paying
scheme.
those two guys. So if the Cowboys are going to go down the same route and pay both their receivers this amount of money, like in the long run, it's they're going to have to do amazing in the draft. And now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, if they're not in like a long term deal with Pickens, do they go for a Jordan Tyson? Do they go get a rookie receiver in their with their 12th pick? There's that possibility now as well that they could go aggressive and get Jordan Tyson or even Mekhi Lemon if he's still there, and just be like, let's just go get our guy so that if we don't get Pickens, well, we have a rookie receiver that we're paying like $4 million.
I,
So
you know what I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna do with their first pick. I think they're gonna either if Sonny Styles falls a little bit, like closer to like 10. Actually, not even like out of the top 5. Then I think the Cowboys. There's a possibility that they get aggressive and they go get him. Because I'm pretty sure they like I've seen that they really like Sonny Styles and they definitely need a linebacker. So
well, they need defense in general.
don't
They
be
need defense
surprised if the
in general.
Cowboys trade up to like 6
Yeah,
so they
but
can secure Styles.
it's just the Cowboys being the Cowboys, man. I don't wanna sound like a
Because
broken
there
record.
is a
So
bunch
it
there's
is what
also
it
a
is.
bunch of teams that want to like trade down. Like they want to get like trade out of the pick that they have. Like the Cardinals,
Hmm.
the
So that's what
Browns.
I'm saying. Like now, like the Giants now having like the first top 10 picks is
Yeah.
really mucking it up for everybody because they could get a receiver as well as get a defensive player.
I think
So
they might go Tyson, dude.
they could go Tyson number 5 or 10. There's that possibility as
I
well. So I
think
mean,
if
hmm,
I really think there's a very very high chance that Tyson is one of those 2 picks. Like very high.
yeah, I think it's him and Caleb Downs. Honestly, I think that's you
Yeah.
get the best safety out there, might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really just think this is mucking up everything for the
Harbaugh
Cowboys
loves
because
safeties.
I think now if you had just get him an extension, you got Pickens the extension. then we know what they're doing in the draft. They're going full defense. But now that this is now the problem, now I could see them using their 12th pick on a receiver if Makai Lemon or Tyson or even Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana that we were talking about. He's been moving up pretty. He's pretty much in the
They could
top
get him at 20.
20. So I mean, it's definitely possible someone picks him up there as well. So now it's just tomorrow's gonna be interesting for the Cowboys. Is all I'm saying. So like I just say watch out. Pickens' name might be mentioned, but I don't think he's gonna get traded draft night. I think that'd be kind of crazy. But I mean,
But I don't know
anything's
if he
possible.
has to get traded because he hasn't signed anything.
I'm just saying, like there is a deal like that. We saw AJ Brown that literally happened to him on draft night, so that is a possibility for that to happen. So
There's gonna be some crazy stuff that happens tomorrow.
no, I don't disagree. So, but anyway, we were talking too much
It's
about the
gonna get
Cowboys. Let's move on.
crazy. All right,
Let's move on from the Cowboys.
next
I'm
thing
done
we
with them.
got is Trent Williams. After the standoff with the 49ers, got a 2-year, $50 million deal to return to San Francisco. One of the best left tackles in the NFL, if not the best.
Mm-hmm.
What is he? How many Pro Bowls he got? Like 15 or something crazy like that.
Too many at this point, man. Trent
But
Williams has just been a standout tackle in the league for a very long time.
the
I
crazy
think he's a
thing is,
yeah.
this is like Schefter like tweeted about it. The 49ers got him for a 3rd and a 5th from Washington in 2020.
Yeah, they didn't know what they had then.
That's
honestly.
crazy. He was great on the Washington.
I know they were expecting to get a better deal in the draft or something, but I mean,
But good. I think it's good. Obviously, it's a good thing for the 49ers. I think he's the best left tackle in the league until he retires. So yeah, you secure him. You help out your O-line that honestly wasn't great last year. So at least you have a piece like Trent Williams still there to protect Brock Purdy's blind side. So I mean, you can't complain even if it's for 25 a year. You can't complain when he's the best left tackle in the NFL.
yeah, basically, you know what you're getting when you have Trent Williams on the offensive line. So I think this is a smart move by the Niners. I mean, they knew that this deal had to be finished in order for them to move forward and go into the draft. So yeah, I mean, Trent Williams, congrats on your new deal. I mean, he's now under contract till 2027. So we'll see what happens from there. And I mean, yeah, I mean, 37 years old and still playing incredible football. I mean, that's crazy for an offensive tackle. So good for him.
Proves how athletic he is. If he
That
can
too.
still play at 37 left tackle. All right.
Yeah.
Next thing we got on the docket is Nnamdi Madubuike.
First and last.
After a
Government
long time waiting for something that is somewhat concrete, like an update or where he's at, something like that. It's felt like years, but Schefter reported that Nnamdi Madubuike, who suffered a season-ending and career-threatening neck injury in week 2, underwent neck surgery last week that left his doctors believing that he will be able to resume playing this season. So, I'm going to assume that he's back. And is it going to be it's going to be so much fun with him back on that defense. And then you just added Trey Hendrickson. You got Mike Green in the second year, Travis Jones, like Tavius Robinson. Like I think, and then you can add another pass rusher in the draft at some point, or even a defensive tackle. It's just very, very exciting and a huge boost for that defense. And with Jesse Minter getting his hands on Madubuike now, that just changed the entire defense. Madubuike is by far the best, if not the best, the second best defensive lineman on that team.
Okay,
If you
wait,
want to put
I
Trey in that,
didn't know where you were going with that. Oh goodness.
not the best. Kyle's the best player on defense.
No, that wasn't where I was going. I thought you say he was like, if not the best, the second best in the league. I thought that's where
He's
you were
one
going
of
with
the
that.
best.
Top five for sure, just not number one.
Like, he's also like still even like, in my opinion, he's still severely underrated as a
No,
defensive
yeah,
tackle.
I as a Steelers fan, I'm not denying the talent that he has. I think you have to be happy. One, you have to be happy that a player like as serious as a neck injury is, and we're not gonna sit here and say like he got slapped with a band-aid and said go out there and play football. Like this was a long road of recovery and surgeries and stuff to figure out if he really was able to come back fully healthy. So now that we know this now, I'm happy for him. I mean, I'm happy to see a player not being stripped away from the thing they love the most, which is playing the game of football. So and honestly, as a Steelers fan, I want to play the Ravens at their absolute best. So if they have Matabike back, their line is as strong as they'll ever be. So you
It's
can't
true.
you can't really be mad at what the talent that Matabike brings out to the field. Now, I'm not cautious, but I would just want to see how ready he is. And now it is April. So we have months and months before the season starts that he can make sure he does PT, make sure he strengthens himself so that once he's back out there on the field, he's fully ready to go. Um,
Yeah.
it's just when it comes to anything neck above, you gotta be a little cautious about where you're gonna go, like and like that, and even like the mental part of that is like he's not gonna tackle the same way because he knows like if he does one wrong move with his neck, we're done.
Yeah.
So you
I
have,
mean,
and I'm not saying he needs to play cautiously. What I'm saying is that his mental game is now gonna think he's gonna be thinking that way, where he's gonna be cautious.
yeah,
So
he's got to
that's
get past
that's
that
just
hurdle.
yeah. Once you get past the hurdle, then we're here. It's up. But I'm just, and I'm not trying to pray. I'm not praying on the Ravens down. I mean, kind of, sort of, but I'm still like it's a very difficult line to cross. But like just don't expect him to be fully 100% because he might be physically 100%, but he still gotta deal with the mental games of being like coming off of a neck injury. Like I don't want to not be able to walk again if I do something in this realm. So he's just got it. And now he has months and months and months to go through that and be able to prepare himself so that he knows that like I'm 100% no matter what happens, like we're good to go. So, but
Yeah,
to end all that to say, it's great to see Madubuike is going to be back on the football field. It's great to see the Ravens defensive line is going to be at their fullest potential that we're expecting. So it's all good. I'm happy for him.
yeah. I think it's gonna be more of like once they start getting into like training camp and like they start doing like padded practices and he starts getting hit or starts giving hit or delivering hits. I think that's when it'll start like being like, okay, I'm back now. Like we're full throttle now. And I don't think he's good. He would return if like his doctors weren't like, hey, you can get this surgery, but you still have a big risk of going out there and severely hurting yourself again. And this time you might not be able to fix it.
But do you think it's fair to be cautiously optimistic?
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
until he like puts on pads and in his helmet and goes out there and starts hitting guys, like it's
Yeah,
all
all I'm saying is
like
don't expect it to be the same Matabike. Like it's not gonna be the same dude. Like it'll be this. He'll be fully
I
healthy, but like
I think it'll be
it's
the
the mental
same
games. The
guy.
mental games will be different.
I think it's gonna be the same dude. It's just a matter of when they get to that point of hitting, and I guarantee he's going to play some preseason, and then you get into the season. I think that's when you're going to see the full Nnamdi Madubuike back playing with his hair on
And that's
fire.
all. And that's all I hope. That's all I hope. But all I'm saying is, there's a reason people will be cautiously optimistic about him, because you have to be, because neck injuries are no joke.
No, they're not, but
They're no
I
joke.
don't think
You could, and
but
that's just
that's any
the player
player.
side of it. Yeah, I agree. But neck injuries are severe to the point where, like, if you do one wrong move, you will be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you'll be like disabled, or like you will like not be able to walk. Like, there are things like that you have to like mentally get through in order to go out there and play football. So
Yeah.
you have to think about those things. I just, as I'm, and you as the Ravens fan, I understand, because you just want to see him play football again, which I understand completely. I want to see Madubuike back on the field, but it's a long road to recovery. He had surgery. Now we just have to see how he goes with recovery, and have to see how he does with all that stuff. And then we'll see how he feels in August. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to come all the way. It's going to come down to, like I said, when he starts hitting. And up until then, he's just going to have to recover from whatever surgery he had and keep working out, keep getting stronger, keep going. When you're cleared by the doctors to officially go out there and practice, go out there, getting somewhat of like football shape, or start getting to that down on that process of doing that. And then once you start getting into training camp, I don't know. I don't know.
You're
I
just
guess
more
I'm just more
optimistic. You're
confident.
just more optimistic.
I'm just because
You're just expecting him to go back on the field and be the same Madubuike, which I hope I get the same Madubuike. That's all I'm
well,
asking for.
I'm definitely expecting that, because if he's gonna come back, then I don't think he's gonna risk his
So then here's my question to
physical
you.
being for the rest of his life
I
to
agree.
come
So
back
what?
just for
So
no
what?
reason.
So how will you feel if he's not 100%, but they still put him out there on the field? How would you feel about that?
We would like in what
Like, let's say he goes through all the rehab, he goes
physically?
through all the recovery stuff, and like we get to August and he's still not 100%.
Well, then you let
Like,
him
let's
come
say
back
he's
until he
ninety
is.
ninety percent ready in August, but
Well,
because
then
of
you
there's
don't
not
play
they're not
him.
fully at 10%, then they're gonna. But what if they do? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're not going to.
I hope so.
They're not. They're okay.
This is this. All I'm saying is this. I'm just trying
I
to
know you're
let you understand.
I know you're hypothetical right now, but
You have to
I
be.
can't
It's a neck injury.
I
You
can't
have to
do
be.
okay, I can't do that hypothetical, because I
It's the
know
same way. It's the
that
same way with
organization
Mahomes
wouldn't
and
do
his
that.
ACL. It's the same thing with Mahomes and his ACL injury. I'm not expecting him to be going out there fully just out there doing what he usually does. ACL injuries take a long time to recover, and yes, he's had a long time to recover. But like, there's still like the mental
I
part
mean,
aspect of it too.
I
There's still a mental aspect of it too.
I no, I'm not denying the mental aspect. That's why I keep saying up until he starts hitting, even in like once he starts hitting in training camp and he starts tackling guys, and he does that like over and over, or at least gets a bunch of reps doing that, then I believe that he will be like, "Hey, now I'm back, and now it's time to go." Because that's with any like a knee injury, like guys come back from it, but you see, I've seen guys talk about like, yeah, you're coming back and you're physically 100%, but you still have that. You have to go out there and cut and push off and do
I hope to
like
God your life
all the
doesn't give out
football
on
moves
you.
for the first time since that injury, and you don't always have your full confidence in it for maybe like a couple weeks. But the more you go through game reps and practice reps, and the more you keep keep doing those reps with like full speed and cuts and all that, the more confidence you start building, and then eventually you're like, okay, now I'm really back because
Yeah,
now
I
my
think
head is
you're
fully
just
in
more
it.
optimistic than I am. You're just more optimistic, which is fine. You're a Ravens fan. You're hoping he's out there on the field, so you're just more optimistic. That's fine.
But like,
I'm happy he'll be back. If he's fully 100% healthy and he's back on the football field, we're here. It's up. I want to play the Ravens fully healthy. That's
and
all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I'm just coming back at it because I don't think the like Namdi and this organization would do all of this and try like attempt all this if it wasn't like if it was a certainty or very close to that, that one, he doesn't have a chance of being 100%, and two, that he has a serious like a serious chance of like damaging the rest of his life outside of football. Cuz like you're playing football. Like I understand he has a neck specific injury, or he has had that. But any dude can go out there and have a life altering injury.
Don't I know it?
So
Ryan Shaver is one of our great linebackers, and then done. I know. Trust me, I know.
I know that's why I'm like, and I know this is a different position, but like, and this might not be the greatest example, but it's the one I can remember. Like Peyton Manning had his neck injury and can't. I know he's a quarterback. I know,
I
but
didn't say anything.
no, I'm just saying like I know that's not like even close to the same position, but I don't know. I just think that's
Any
how it's going to go
injuries is
down.
significant, no matter what position it is. I think there are certain ones that are like more important to the specific position. Like quarterbacks, when you get a shoulder injury, like you're not going to throw the same you used to.
I
Wide
know. I'm
receivers,
just.
running backs, it's ACLs because you can't cut. Defensive linemen, neck injuries because like you're going with your head most of the time when you're trying to go through offensive lineman.
That's why I'm
So like
saying it's
it
probably not the
depends.
best
It depends on the
example.
position. No, but like that doesn't matter. All injuries are significant no matter what position it is. But there are some that cost more than others. So
All right. Anyway, to end it, let's go, Matt BK. You're back.
I hope he's healthy, man.
Let's get
That's all I'm
down to
asking. I
business.
hope he can be
You're coming
100%
back
August.
healthy. We're gonna pray that you're coming back healthy and you're 100%. Mentally, you'll if you're not there immediately, you'll get there. But he's back. Buckle up. Anyway,
This
next
this
next
guy,
thing,
he get
he's back.
overly excited.
He's
He get
back.
overly. He had
Whoever your
surgery.
quarterback
He's
is
not
better
back.
watch out.
He's not back. He had surgery. Calm down. He still got
He's
recovery
freaking
and rehab.
back, Jesse. And you
He
bet
has
your
rec- he,
quarterback, if it's
he just had
45-year-old Aaron
surgery.
Rodgers, better start running now.
Goodness gracious! You know he's not gonna run. He's gonna walk. Anyway, let's move on.
He's
Move
gonna
on.
he's gonna
Let's go.
try to get away in his wheelchair.
Also, you don't even know if it's Aaron Rodgers, so
I
just
don't.
calm yourself.
Whoever your
Calm yourself,
quarterback
please.
is, um,
See
it's
how hard
probably
it
not
is to
gonna be
talk to a
mobile.
Ravens
So
fan, guys. It's so difficult. Because God forbid you guys get your quarterback of the future, and I'm over here still trying to find mine. So you know what? Just calm down over there. We get it. We get it.
could have. I don't know. You could have had Sam Darnold or
No,
Daniel
we couldn't.
Jones or
No, we couldn't.
Kyler Murray.
They were all
You
first
definitely could have
overall.
had
We don't have
Kyler
a first
Murray.
overall pick.
You definitely
Kyler
could have
Murray
had
went.
Kyler Murray, dude.
Kyler Murray went first overall. What the frick are you talking about?
Just this off season,
Yeah, well,
he
I
went to
don't know what to tell you.
Minnesota on a 1-year deal.
I don't know what to tell you.
Just
I'm
saying.
not Omar Khan. I'm not Omar Khan. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, for a lot, I bet you could do a better job
I
finding a quarterback. No
haven't been able to
offense,
find one since then, so we'll
but
see.
all right. Next thing we got is, according to Jordan Schultz, he says one thing that seems like a consensus among teams is that an offensive line run is going to happen on Thursday night, likely starting in the 10 to 14 range. I've had over a dozen executives tell me that in their mock simulations, they've had as many as 9 O linemen go in round one. I I'm a big fan of obviously I'm a big fan of some of these offensive line prospects, specifically Vega Ioane and Spencer Fano, but in the first round. But I don't know. I think this is a deep offensive line class. I think offensive line is the best when it comes to depth in this draft. Like, is obviously the top guys are the top guys. But like if someone didn't go offensive line in round one, it's not the end of the world because there's a lot of guys that could go in the second, third, even fourth that can be at least solid starters in the NFL, if not Pro Bowlers. I know Pro Bowl is not the same, but like solid guys.
I think when it comes down to offensive linemen, you have to understand that like if you don't get a guy that's gonna be like in the first round, like getting a second, third, fourth round lineman, you will develop him. There will be time for him to develop and get better at his skills while he's in the league. So getting a fourth or third or fourth round lineman doesn't really damage it in terms of like he's not gonna be like a starter out the gate. Like if you're I think it's different for different teams. I think if you're like the Eagles, for example, I think the Eagles definitely could get a lineman in the future that could be depth for them for now, and then hopefully with maturing and developing, he'll be a starter one day. Or even like the Seahawks, like you just go and get like go get a random guy in the second and third, and then they can develop him as well. So like it's really just all about if you have a really good program and like developing your linemen, then I think this could be a great draft for offensive linemen. I think it's gonna serve as a reminder that we love our boys up front. That like that position is as important as the weapons. Like the weapons are the flashy pieces. Those are the pieces we're gonna be talking about more. But if you get good guys in the trenches, yeah, their names won't be out there in the papers as much. But I mean, if they're doing the work, it don't really matter if their names are in the paper or not.
I think it's more important than your skill positions. I obviously you need
You need
skills.
you
You
need
need skill
skills. Yes,
position guys.
yes.
But it don't matter who you could have JSN, Puka, you could have Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson all on the same team. If your quarterback cannot stay upright
Mhm.
and get a clean pocket for the life of him and is running for
Yeah.
his life, it doesn't matter.
And you also have
Like
to look like if you're the Raiders, for example, like you had Genty who's still like no one knows what Genty's gonna be. I feel he's gonna be a great running back in the future. But they didn't have a great offensive line last year, and so we didn't get to see Genty at his fullest capabilities that he could be. And now that other than Mendoza with their first pick, obviously, they're gonna try and get O lineman help so that and they even got O lineman help in free agency. I mean, they got Lindenbaum for crying out loud. So getting that
yeah,
guy, I know that sucks for you. I know as
it
sucks that I
is
said
what
George
it is
Pickens, I'm
now.
gonna say Linderbaum, so it is what it is.
It is what
But
it is at this point.
yeah, if you get like now that we know that the Raiders are getting a good offensive line pieces around them, I think Jetsy's probably gonna have a better year. And then I think their quarterback Mendoza is probably gonna have a good. I'm not gonna say he's gonna have like a great rookie year, but I mean anything's possible. But like if you
Got
have a great O line,
Kirko
you never know.
Thuggins to mentor him.
Exactly. So I
But
mean,
yeah. I mean,
O
O
line's important. All we're
lines
saying is O line is important.
again, if you don't know this by now, what I'm gonna say is a factual statement. You win games in the
In the
trenches.
trenches. You do. You do.
No
You do.
matter what, the team that wins the game in the trenches. No matter what game it is.
And the fact that there's so many guys in the top 10 alone. I mean, we have like Maugoa from Miami, you have Fano from Utah, you have Proctor from Alabama, you got Ione from Penn State. Like there's so many good guys. Now those are the
Blake
cream of the
Miller,
crop. Like if you get
Clemson.
those guys, that's great. But like there's even Blake Miller. There's
A
also
Henachor,
Freeling, Lamu,
Henachor,
Elikor, Bashantis. Like there's so many. There's so many guys.
Rutledge,
So
Pregnon,
many guys, and that there's more that I probably didn't name. But like,
Hex,
there's so many guys you
Slaughter,
can get.
Lou.
So
There's a lot of guys.
that's weird.
I'm
Okay,
telling you,
but
and
yeah,
Jalen Farmer. Jalen Farmer is going to be a sleeper. He's going to be a steal. Whoever gets him, he's going to be a
yeah.
steal. That dude's a mauler.
Now, since we're over here talking about skill positions, why don't we get to our next topic?
Good one. I like it.
Thank you, appreciate it. Come on now,
All right.
I'm locked in.
Next thing we got, there's a wide receiver that you like that is rising up draft boards, has
And I'm not
been
liking that he is.
climbing
I'm
up
not
and
liking
up
that he is.
ever since all throughout the pre-draft process. And according to the NFL rumors, the Titans, Browns, Ravens, and Eagles are among many teams with interest in Indiana wide receiver Omar Cooper
Amari
Jr.
Cooper Jr. Yeah,
So I love Omar
they
Cooper
saw the tape.
Jr. If I were the Ravens and I were to draft him in the first round, I would not do it with the 14th pick. I would trade back. Because if you're
Because
going
you
to
know
get
that you could
Omar
get there
Cooper
later.
Jr., I mean, maybe. I mean,
You
there's
could get him later. You could definitely get him later.
you could get him later, but
Depending.
I've also seen a lot of mocks where he goes 16 to the Jets. So there's a good chance you could get him later at like maybe like I don't know, like 19, 20 range. But I'm also if that were the move, I would also be kind of nervous to risk that.
Hmm.
But then people are gonna be like, "Oh, why'd you draft him at 14? That's way too high."
I
But
think you have to think about that
if it's your
with
guy,
Cardinal
it's your
Tate,
guy.
Jordan Tyson, and Mekhi Lemon, who are the top three receivers in this year's draft,
If
they're
they're
going to
not
be taken
there,
in the top 15. And if they're not there, Omar Cooper's probably the next best guy on that list. Now you could have your arguments with other people. I know that there's some guy that I said earlier. What's his face? Oh no, he was from Washington.
receiver.
Denzel Boston.
Oh,
That's what it was. Some
I
people
do
might have
like
Boston up
Boston.
there. A lot of people have Boston up there as well. But I think these teams are now thinking, okay, let's have a backup plan in case these three guys are not there. Who's the next best guy on the wide receiver list?
Okay, I'll
Most
tell
people
you
are saying
this.
Omar Cooper Jr. So
Oh
it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
surprise me that he's moving up.
I'll tell you this. If Vega's not there, if these guys aren't there, Vega, Fano, Tyson, uh, who else?
Dylan Denneman.
No, I'm talking
Oh
about
wait, you
like
don't need safety. You don't need safety. Never mind.
heck no.
If Dylan Denneman's still there, I'm taking him. That's me
Um,
personally.
oh my
'Cause I know
gosh,
we need
why am I
safety help.
blanking?
I don't know.
Basically, if those or like a Delane, like if those guys
Yeah.
aren't there, I would take Cooper at 14. 1000%.
I just think you as the
I
Ravens
don't know
have
if I would take
more.
him or Sadiq.
You guys have bigger fish to fry than Cooper. The
I know,
Lions
but
the biggest
if
fish.
that's the way the board falls, then
No, but I'm
you're not.
saying if those guys are there and Omar Cooper's still there, you're gonna pick those guys first because those are the biggest needs over receiver. You could get a receiver later and still be fine. That's all I'm saying.
You can, but I'm not gonna lie. They haven't had the best track record past the second round. Could you go obviously second? Yes,
Mm.
but if you want one of the top guys, like
Then they might have to trade up.
the O
They would have
line
to trade up
class
to
is
get him.
deep. Like it's not the end of the world if they don't go O line in the first round.
Hmm.
Like
But you
if
were
they
saying
went
that was their
Sadiq or wide
overall
receiver,
help.
or corner, I would not be mad because I
Okay.
like. There's a ton of guys that I like offensive line wise. In center, you're gonna go in the third. I'd say no later than the fourth, but I prefer the third for a center.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I
it's
would
good
love
for Omar
Delane.
Cooper. I think Omar Cooper getting more recognition for the receiver that he was in Indiana. I think it's good for him. Now I hope that somehow he still gets to us at 21. I don't think it's gonna happen at this point because if these teams are really gonna think about getting him, then they're gonna get him. I don't. If they need the wide receiver help that bad, they're going to do what they can to get him. So, and
I'm
that's only if the
interested.
top three are gone. So,
I'm interested of what the Titans, because like they would have to trade back in the first, probably. Like the Browns are a possibility. I know because they want to get out of their sixth overall pick
yeah, true.
and trade back. So they're more realistic than Titans. Titans, in my opinion.
You mean you trade with them?
No, just in like
Oh, in
anyone.
general, they're gonna trade
Yeah.
down. Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
they want to get out of that pick. So like whoever's down and it's a good deal, then they're gonna take it. Like I've seen it with
Yeah,
the
just
Cowboys.
I mean,
So
y'all just watch out. Omar Cooper's name. You might be hearing him earlier than 20. So just watch out if you hear his name.
there is a strong possibility that
It's a
happens.
true possibility. But yeah, like I said, there's other receivers though. There's Denzel Boston, like I said, from Washington, who might not get it. I don't think he's gonna hit where Omar Cooper is, or even the top three receivers. But I know he's definitely someone they're looking at, like maybe early second, or something like
He
that.
might go
So
late first,
he
like at
could
very end of
potentially,
the first.
he could potentially, depending on what those later teams do. But like I said, y'all, like we talked about at the beginning of the episode, this first day, depending on how everything goes down, will be very, very interesting how everything goes. So
It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a. If you love football as much as we do, you're gonna have a fun night tomorrow. No doubt about it.
I saw this one tweet really quick that was like this guy tweeted like it was like like a quote and it was like someone saying, "I'm not really a draft person." And then the guy was like, "Imagine imagine being this person." Or something like that.
Imagine,
Imagine this being
imagine,
your friend. I was like,
imagine not loving the draft is crazy. Like
if you love football
yeah,
truly, you love the
you
draft.
love the draft.
You have
No.
to love the draft.
Also, the same guy, Jordan Schultz, he has six guys who he has going in the first round, and that's Boston, who he said from Washington, Colton Hood from Tennessee, C.J. Allen, linebacker from Georgia, Jadarian Price, um, Notre Dame running back, who I think might be going Seahawks, but
Yeah.
that's just my pick.
I think he would go
I
Seahawks.
think that's solidified for me. UCF edge Malachi Lawrence and Arizona State OT Max in an encore. I also said his name earlier. But come on now, it's a very
Hennichor
deep.
is gonna be good. He's
He's gonna
gonna
be
be
good.
a good tackle.
He's gonna be very very good.
But
So
who was the oh Malachi Lawrence?
yeah,
He
Malachi
has
Lawrence
the
from
most
UCF.
I think he has the most upside out of anyone when it comes to pass rusher, besides like
Yeah,
Ruben Bain. But like a non-power four school, like conference school. Like he's good. He has all the traits and the ability to be a great pass rusher. So whoever gets him, I think it's gonna be. I think they're getting a good player, a great player, and a steal.
did we ever?
So
Did we ever? I forgot. Did we ever talk about Dexter before we get to the before we get to the mock draft? Because I don't think we ever mentioned it.
not no, not since he
No.
got traded.
Well, anyway, for
I
people
mean,
who
we
didn't
kind
know,
of did.
we kind of did, but we'll make it official. Dexter Lawrence was traded from New York to Cincinnati Bengals for the 10th overall pick. So the Giants have the 5th and the 10th pick, and the Bengals have their future DT. So I really thought the Bengals were going to go Caleb Downs with this 10th pick, but I guess they wanted their D tackle more. So hopefully they can do good in the second and third rounds in order to keep the defense piling. So that's all I got to say about
I
that.
don't love it, but like
I like it
as being
for the Bengals'
objective here,
perspective, at least. Yeah.
like I don't love it in the just in the fact that like they have bigger issues than a D tackle right now. Like, yes, I know how good Dexter Lawrence is, and obviously this is an upgrade for them in the defensive tackle department. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that he's one of the best defensive tackles without a doubt in the NFL,
Yeah, respect his name. Respect
but
Sexy Dexter.
I don't think that is their biggest need. And to give up the 10th overall pick when you could get someone like Caleb Downs when your secondary and your linebackers are the biggest issue with this team. Like, I don't care how much, like, I don't
It's
care
just the
how many
Bengals being the
pressures
Bengals, brother.
Dexter Lawrence gets. If your secondary is still trash, it's gonna be the same Bengals. And I can't even guarantee you that they're gonna improve that much because I don't know what their defensive coordinator is gonna be like. I don't know if what their scheme's gonna look like, or if it's gonna change.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna be I think there's two ways of thinking of it. I think I agree with you. I agree that they should have saved that pick for a safety or a corner that could be better used for them, for their
Delane,
defense. Or I think whatever the Bengals must be that confident in their day two or day three picks that they would be able to
they
squeak out
have
something
to
nice.
now.
I don't know. So and I mean, with the Bengals specific, I mean we've seen them do this before. This is not the first time I've seen the Bengals do this. So I mean, they're really hoping that their edge of Shamar Stewart and Dexter Lawrence is going to be the key to keep. Because
And
now the thing
they got
to keep
Mafe
Joe
too.
and Mafe too. So like that to keep George Burrow in the building, like that defense
Kyle
has to
Duggar.
be a key. Kyle Duggar as well. You're absolutely right. So I think there's a lot to be desired for the Bengals defense, but I think if they make the right moves in the draft, I think this could work out for both parties. I think for the Giants, I think they fleeced them. I think because now they have,
Oh yeah.
like we talked about, they have the fifth and the 10th overall pick in the first round. So now, like, they're definitely going to go defense for sure because now they lost Dexter. So you're going to have to go get somebody, whether it is Sony Styles or you go get even like not an Alvaro Reese. I don't think they're going to get him at 5, but maybe
Caleb
like a Ruben
Downs
Payne or
probably.
something or Caleb
Yeah.
Downs. And then receiver, they could definitely go get Tyson. They could definitely go get Makai Lemon. So like the Giants are like in the best position
Hate.
to really be. I'm not gonna say playoff team, but they could definitely get a wild card spot if they play their cards right.
I think the Giants are gonna be better than people think.
I agree.
Like they weren't like horrendous. Like it was their defense that was horrendous. Like their offense wasn't that bad, but once they started getting injuries and
Mhm.
it was just a mess by the end.
I'm so
So
so excited. This offense fully healthy is gonna be a nasty team. It's gonna be nasty work.
especially if you get like a Tyson or Lemon with neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna eat. They're
And
gonna eat,
Isaiah
bro.
Likely.
They're gonna eat. Now the O
Bro.
line still has concern for me a little bit.
Yeah.
Could I see them do
They'll-
it online? Potentially. Potentially they could, but I don't think they're going to use their fifth and 10th on that.
No. I think later.
I
But
I wouldn't. But
all right.
all right,
Now it's
draft
time
time.
for our last and
Last
final
mock
mock
draft.
draft
Here we go.
4.0 because the draft is tomorrow. So we're going to go out with a bang and give you one last mock draft.
Are we doing one
Again,
round
we're
or
going to
three?
do 3 rounds.
Okay,
We're going to do
bet. Perfect.
Ravens Steelers. So it's not crazy long. And we're going to
It won't
use
even be crazy.
PFF draft listing for the prospects. So we're going to hop right into it. So we got the Ravens. Do you want to do trades? No trades, right?
I had no choice. We don't. We
Okay.
don't. We don't got to do all that.
All right. So with this, and we're doing profootballnetwork.com again. All right.
Let's do it.
So with the 14th pick, the Ravens are up and they got Mansour Delane, Kenyon Sadiq, Makai Lemon, and Vega Ione.
Very good group of guys there, man. Very
Man,
good group of guys.
if Delane is there,
Would you be mad if you took him?
no,
Okay.
absolutely not. Because Wiggins and Delane as the outside corners would be
Disgusting work.
disgusting.
Disgusting work. Disgusting work. No doubt about that.
Do we need? I mean, I guess like cornerback is one of the biggest needs that they need. Um, along
I
with
don't think it's
guard,
the biggest one, but I
it's not
think
the
it's
biggest. I
But I
think
think it is. I think it is something that you are like in the back of your mind. Like if we get somebody that's like semi good,
like
then
I think the
I think
center
you're
is the
there.
biggest one, but they're gonna wait till like the third. It's guard, I'd say wide receiver, and then corner. But if a guy like Mansour Delane of that caliber like falls to 14, I don't know.
Hmm.
Like the Ravens have mostly like most of the time gone best player available, and I know it's another cornerback in the first round, but I don't know. Like I just don't know how you could pass up a talent like Delane
I
when you
agree.
can never have too many corners. And Marlon Humphrey isn't getting any younger, and we have a lot of good corners, I would say, but I don't know. Like Jesse Minter doesn't need the best corners in the world, but like if this kind of guy falls to you, oh man. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Delane. I just think if he's there, I think it's too. I think it's too like too much, or he's too talented to pass up. Basically, is what I'm saying. All right, Steelers are up at 21. We got Sadiq, we got Lemon, we got Keldrick Falk, we got Avion Terrell, Blake Miller, Cassius Howell. So Omar Cooper Jr. is gone.
Dang it.
He went to
Nah.
the Panthers at 19.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. No, Panthers would cook if they did that. The Panthers would absolutely cook if they did that.
So
I'm s- ooh, I'm thinking because
go Lemon.
who we could go Lemon. Lemon is there. What guard is there? Are there any? What guard did you say? I know you said one. Was it Blake
Uh,
Miller?
guard, or there's a tackle that could play. I mean, there's tackles that could play guard. You
Yeah,
have Blake Miller. You got Caden Proctor. You got
okay.
Max Hennichor.
Because there was one guy that has been on our draft or on the in the Steelers from
You
what I've
got
heard from
Pregnon. You
reporters.
got Basantis, Dunker,
Yeah,
Rutledge.
there's one guy that they've been talking about, like, and it's not tight. This is not guard or tackle. They've been talking about Casey Conception from Texas A&M. I've heard a lot of good stuff about
Is
him.
he there? Oh yeah,
I don't know if he's still there.
he
But
is.
I know a lot of people have been looking at him saying that he's very versatile.
I think
Excels in
he
the
could
quick
be a first
game.
round pick.
I definitely think he could be a first round pick. But I think for this simulation, I am going to go with what we need first, and that is O line help. So that's why I'll take Blake Miller.
Okay, Blake Miller.
And I'm gonna hope that KC Conception is still there. If not,
Oh
we'll deal with
no,
it.
he is gone. I saw him.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But
I think he went to
I'm not mad at it.
the Patriots. Yeah,
Patriots.
at 41.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right,
great number.
so Ravens are up at 45. We got Caleb Banks, we got Lee Hunter, we got D'Angelo Pons, we got Chris Bell, we got R. Mason Thomas, Chase Basantis. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna go Chase Basantis here.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna go with the best guard available. All right. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel like I need to go in
I
depth.
don't disagree at all. No, I think that's a great pick.
All right, sorry. Steelers are up at 53. We got Caleb Banks, we got Chris Bell, we got Gabe Yakis, AJ Halsey,
Yakis.
Keontae Scott, Jadarian Price, Chris Brazel, Jake Galladay, Skylar Bell. Where are you going? Where do you
Did you
think?
say Keontae Scott
Yeah, Keontae Scott, corner from
from
Miami.
Miami? We don't need corner though. I mean, nah, no, we got Jamal Dean, JPJ, so I think we're fine on that department.
You could go AJ Halsey here,
I'm
safety from
thinking
LSU.
I
Go
might
Chris
think AJ
Bell.
Halsey.
Chris Bell from
Is he like the
Louisville.
best? Is he the best receiver left? So
He
he
is the
might
best
be.
left.
Yeah, he might be at this point.
He's the
Yeah, let's do
highest
Chris
ranked
Bell.
one left. Yes,
Let's do Chris Bell. I think that would make sense for the program. Let's do Chris Bell.
Chris Bell. Okay. All right. So we got Steelers are up at 76.
Alright.
You got Grayson Holton, D tackle Oklahoma, Mike Washington Jr., running back Arkansas, Dominique Orange, D tackle Iowa State, Elijah Surratt, wide receiver Indiana, Keelan Rutledge, guard Georgia Tech, Romello Height, edge Texas Tech, Deion Burks, wide receiver Oklahoma. What position are you thinking? Because you got tackle / guard Blake Miller. You got
Yeah, and I also just got
uh,
Chris Bell.
Chris Bell, wide receiver.
Can we look at quarterbacks right now? Because I'm trying to
So the highest one
piece
left
it
is
out.
Nussmeyer, and
Okay.
then Aller, Beck, Klubnik. I have seen you guys. I did see
I have
something.
seen
You
our
guys
name with
like
Drew
Carson
Allard.
Beck.
I've heard our name with Drew Allard as well. So I'm
You guys are
intrigued
interested in
by
Carson
that.
Beck.
I don't want Carson Beck.
Why not?
The last mock draft we did, I got an F because I picked Carson Beck.
Well, that's
So
because
I
you took
don't.
him with 85, I think.
No, no, it wasn't that early. I picked him 99, I think.
Well,
It
I
had
don't
to
know what
be.
your next pick is after 99, but you could probably get him at that pick, but we're
I
only doing
probably
three.
could. I probably could.
You could probably
Sorry.
get
What
him
were
in the
the
fourth, but
what were the linebackers you said?
I don't think I said a linebacker. I can look at him.
Okay. 'Cause I
You
was gonna
got
say, is Kyle Lewis
Anthony,
up there?
huh?
Is Kyle Lewis up there from Pitt?
No, he's gone.
Dang it.
You got Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker from Texas,
Okay.
Kayshawn Elliott, Arizona State, Deontay Lawson, Alabama, Bryce Bocher, Oregon,
Let's go with Anthony Hill. I like Anthony Hill. He
Anthony
got good
Hill.
stuff. I'm looking at Hill. Yeah. Let's go with him.
Okay. Anthony Hill Jr. All right, Ravens are up at 80. We got Mike
Last pick.
Washington Jr., Dominique Orange, Elijah Surratt, Keelan Rutledge, Romello Height, Deion Burks. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go center because I don't think. I mean, technically, we could. Oh no, he's gone. Is he gone? Where the heck did he go? Where did Logan Jones go?
I don't know. He's gone now.
He went to the Browns at 70. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to go center here. Oh my gosh, all the top centers are gone.
Yeah.
Connor Lew went to the Eagles. Logan
Sam Hecht.
Jones went to the Browns. Sam Hecht went to the Seahawks.
Jeez. Yeah. Jake Slaughter.
He went to where's Jake Slaughter? He went to the pick before to the Falcons.
That's
Dang. Okay.
that's unfortunate, man. You're gonna have to lock in. Somebody got to
All
work
right.
here
I'll
for you.
take. Dang. I feel like we could wait then. If this is how it falls, I think we could. I'm gonna have to wait then. All right. So we got a corner and a guard. Let's go wide receiver. Let's go Elijah Surratt.
Good
This is
name.
definitely a different draft than anything I've done.
Very different than what you've done. Yeah, for sure.
This is just the way the board fell in this simulation.
literally. All right.
All right. Steelers are
I'm
up
just gonna pick my last two. So just say this is
at
85th and 99.
85. Mike Washington Jr., Dominique Orange, Keelan Rutledge, Romello Height, Deion Burks, Darrell Jackson Jr., Kamari Ramsey, Chandler Rivers. So you got a guard tackles, guard slash tackle, wide receiver, linebacker currently.
Okay. What was
So
the
you
first name you said?
got quarterback left with needs, guard. I mean, no, not guard. Safety,
Safety.
quarterback, safety, tight end, center, running back. And the last three are like the low priority needs.
Yeah. I
What'd you
think
say?
what was the first name you said?
Mike Washington Jr.,
Like what? And what position is he? Sorry, I don't
running
have it.
back from Arkansas.
Arkansas running back.
The guy that ran like a
Um.
3-4-3-2 or something
Oh, that
crazy,
was that
or
guy.
4-3-3 or
That
something.
was that guy.
Dude's
Yeah,
crazy.
I'll take him. I'll take him
Whoa,
then,
you're gonna
and
take?
then
Wow. Okay,
yeah,
we're
I am.
doing something different this time.
We're going crazy, and then I'll take Drew Allard for my QB to end it out.
Oh, we're going Drew Aller.
Yes,
Ho ho
Penn
ho.
State, maybe. Come on now,
Whoa, keep him in the state.
keep him in the state. That's what we like.
All right. So with our draft grades, we got for the Ravens, Mansour Delane got an A minus, Chase Basantis got a B plus, and Surratt got a minus. So I got an A minus overall grade,
Nice.
which I'm not going to complain about. For Steelers, you got Blake Miller at 21 with C plus.
Okay.
Chris Bell at 53 an A, Anthony Hill Jr. at 76 for a B minus, Mike Washington Jr. at 85 for a B, and Drew Aller at 99 for an A. Overall grade is a B,
And you know what? I'll take that. That's good.
which I mean that's pretty good. If you guys got Chris Bell though, I would not be very happy.
Hey, it was just the luck of the drafts, man. That's just what happens.
Just because I know he's gonna be good.
I agree.
That dude is like a oh my gosh, there's a couple dudes that remind me of like Anquan Bolden. There's a few
It's why
actually.
I'm so excited about the draft, mostly because like there's not like they're not like anybody that I would say like don't pick him up unless you absolutely like don't need him. But like there's a lot of guys like if you develop them well, I think they could all be studs in the league. So where did Ty Simpson go in that? If you can ask, because if he went to the Browns again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I hope he
For
did.
the fourth time we did this,
Where'd he go?
and he's a flipping Brown. It's gonna make me lose my mind.
Round two. He went 34 to the Cardinals.
Okay, and that's where he's expected to go.
Yeah.
That's where he's
They're
expected to
expecting
go.
they're expecting them to like trade into the first to get him.
Please don't.
Like trade back.
Please don't. He's not like nothing against Ty Simpson. He's not a first round QB. He's good, but
I don't
he's
I
just
mean
not.
it's some drafts it's just how it falls. Like
Yeah,
they
but
might not
compared to,
necessarily be a first round quarterback in other years,
Mhm.
but it's like this is just the year that type of thing's probably going to happen. It's like 2020. Like
Yeah, I
none of those
guess.
guys were first round quarterbacks, but it's just the draft class
Yeah,
and the
and
timing
and
of
when I
team
say this is
needs.
nothing against Ty. If Ty does somehow end up being a Pittsburgh Steeler, I will be happy. I just
Not
knowing
first
that they're a
round.
better, not first round. Um, I just think that there's better positions that teams could go for other than Ty Simpson. So if you get him second round, I think 34 to the Cardinals makes the most sense because other than Jacoby Brissett, who else do they have at quarterback for the future? Like it only makes sense that he goes to the Cardinals,
Nobody.
literally. So
Now
it
that
only
they
makes
don't have
sense. Oh
Kyler
wait, they have Gardner Minshew. That's who they have.
coming off an ACL.
They went off an ACL. So there's that. So yeah, I mean it's if that's where Ty Simpson goes, that doesn't surprise me at all. So
All right.
Is it?
That is our last and final mock draft 4.0 for you. Let us know what you guys think of our drafts. Tell us if we made stupid picks, who you would pick instead. Let us know in the comments. Just be honest.
And keep it
But
respectful,
yes. But
please.
now we're gonna get to Bible verse of the episode. Today's it's John
Bible.
3:17. Do you want to read it or me?
I got it right here. I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. John 3:17. Want to
Yeah,
read it
I
one more
mean,
time or you got it?
no, I got it up.
Sick. All right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he God loves us so much that he sent his one and only son to die for us so that we can be forgiven, or we can be saved from our sins
Mm-hmm.
and be able to live in for eternity in heaven with him, because
Yeah.
otherwise we're toast
Mm-hmm.
if God did not love us that much. So yeah, like he,
And yeah.
yeah, I mean, pretty that's pretty much like he didn't like send him to, like it says, it didn't send his son to into the world to condemn the world, but so the world might be saved through him. So like he sent Jesus to die for us so that we can have the opportunity and the ability and the, what's the word, like, chance to follow him and give our life over to him
Mm-hmm.
and do everything that we do in our lives for him, so that way when we're done on earth and our time is up and he's calling us home, that we're able to spend eternity with him and not go to the other place.
The other place is great. Um, no, I agree with everything you say.
HE
I
double
think
hockey sticks.
there you go. Yeah, I think that was the mission of Jesus, because you have to remember, and like the thing with me with this verse, it comes right after John 3:16, most
Mm.
famous verse in the Bible that says, "For God to love the world that He gave His only forgotten Son, so that whoever believes will not be condemned to hell, but to eternal life." I know I butchered that a little bit, but you know what I'm saying.
Basically, it should not
Um,
perish but have eternal
yeah,
life.
perish, condemn, whatever the case may be. Um, this verse is as important, I would say, as John 3:16.
Yeah.
John 3:16, I think, is the perfect way of saying the gospel to
Excuse me.
people, but John 3:17 is the way for people to um make it make sense in a way. And this is why I say that.
Mm.
The world was already separated from God when Adam and Eve ate the apple. Once that happened, we were separated from God. We couldn't live in the same place together, and we were not, like literally separated from God.
Mm.
Jesus came into the picture not only to restore humanity and bring us back, but just to restore, just to bridge that gap between us and God. Um, and I think this verse is basically just reinforcing God's intent is not to punish us, but is to rescue us and to love us, because that's what He wants. He just wants to be in communion with us and live in communion with us, like be in community with us. So, um, I hate seeing online when people are like, Christians are always out here judging. They're always want to blame that, and that's not what we're trying to do. What we're telling you is that there is a choice that you can make, because God gives us free will. You have the choice. We're not going to force our religion upon you. We will tell you about it if you want to talk about it, because we want to have that conversation. But anyways, you have a choice. You can either A, believe in the cross, believe that Jesus died for your sins, and then you get to live in heaven eternal with Jesus and all your brothers and sisters in Christ. Or you pick the other option. You don't choose to follow God. You choose to go out your own way. And then unfortunately your place to go is HE double hockey sticks, like Jake said. So there's this stigma that like Christians are so judgmental. I don't think it's that we're judgmental. We just don't want to see y'all go somewhere where we know y'all are not gonna like it. And that's just me being real. That's like
I mean,
I
yeah.
like that's literally it. Like you can't.
We're trying to tell
And
you
that's why
how serious it is.
literally, and that's why I think a lot like more than ever, more athletes are taking it seriously. More people in the NFL, NBA, MLB space are taking it seriously because it's like they make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars a year. And then there's this quote that I know I have on my phone that to this day I am like I'm gonna use this until the wheels fall off. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's here somewhere. Here it
Who's
is.
it by?
Not
Who
by
said it?
somebody, but it was on this dude's page. I couldn't tell you who
Oh,
said it. But like he was just basically talking about how we live in a world where it's all monetary. Everybody just wants to get their money. Now, is money a good thing? Yes, in good use. Like
mm-hmm.
it's that's why the Bible says money is the root of all evil. Like if you are only thinking about money, like you already are on the wrong path. So like it's a monetary, it's fame, it's getting all these people to like you and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And like yeah, we do social content, social media content, like to get people to be interested in what we want to talk about. But it's not because we want the money, or it's not because like the money be nice. But we're not like forcing that upon y'all. We're doing this because we want people to understand like we're two Christian men who love talking about sports, but at the end of the day, it's there's somebody more important to talk about, and that's Jesus Christ. That's the important part. That's the part that we like. That's why we do this stuff. That's why we talk about the Bible as our last point in the episode, because we want this part to stick as much as the stuff we just talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Not that that stuff's not interesting, not that that stuff's not great to talk about, but this is the point that is more important than anything we can talk about. And so that's why this quote's important to me. It says, "Why seek validation from a world that crucified a perfect man? Why seek validation from a world that crucified a perfect
Oh
man?"
yeah.
Like you hear that and you're like, that's why these athletes are like. That's why what's his face, Jaden Ivey doesn't care if he doesn't go back to basketball. Like he
Yeah.
would love to go back to it, but at the end of the day, like that's why CJ Stroud's like not really much into social media. That's why he's not talking to the press. That there's a lot of athletes out there that are just like, I'm keeping my peace. I'm doing my own thing because at the end of the day, all this can go away. What am I? Like that's the point of everything here. It's like we could have the most followers, we could have a lot of money, we could do all these brand deals, but like at the end of the day, what do we have? And that's why I'm so appreciative of like people who are on social media and are not conceited like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
Mm-hmm.
like kind of um they're as humble as they were when they started as they are now. And that's why I like following people like that, because it's like they didn't let the fame, the money, and all that stuff get to them, because it
Yeah.
can and it could. But they were like, God is the most important part. And that's what we want to talk about. So, this verse in general, why I picked it was because John 16 is the most popular verse. That's the verse that everyone's going to go back to. That's the verse that everybody uses when you want to talk about the gospel. But John 3:17 is just as important, if not more important than John 3:16, because it reinforces that we need to love, that God came to the world to love and rescue us, not to punish us.
True. 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 That is factual.
That's,
It is factual.
I'm sorry, bro. When I get into a mode, I got heated a little bit. I was like, yo,
Facts.
I saw red. No, but like it's just so important for people to understand that like we don't have much time on this earth, bro. We have like there's people have like we have to go out and tell people about Jesus, because not much time left on this earth for people to just lollygag and pretend like we're just out here doing our thing. Like
Yeah.
there's serious spiritual things that are going on that, like, if you're not on the right side of the battle when it happens, like we tried to tell you that, and that sounds so bad, but like we did
I mean, it's
try to tell
true.
you.
Like
We can only do so much.
we can only do what people are willing to accept and take in and truly take it and run with it and dive
And
deeper
it's
into it.
Yeah, and especially
Like,
living in society where, like, if we talk about it, we're like forcing it upon them. Like, I will talk to you if you want to talk about it, but if you don't want to talk about Jesus, that's fine. I still love you. I hope that you find God someday. If not, I'm gonna keep it pushing because that's all I
yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything anyway.
Oh,
You're good.
I accidentally clicked on a video.
Oh, you're good. I didn't hear nothing. You're good. Anything else, Jake, before we call it a night tonight?
Uh, no, I'm very excited for the draft tomorrow and uh the whole draft, but
Yeah,
tomorrow's gonna be fun.
tomorrow's gonna be a great time.
But yeah, I'm just very
I
excited.
just gotta get through work, and then we're gonna be watching football all night.
Off
Football
season
ish.
stuff is like underway. You got official like practices starting now, like
We're getting to the thick of it now, boys.
mini
Getting
camp,
to the real thick of it now.
like the 2 mini camps that they got, and then there's OTAs, then training camp.
Yeah.
So we're getting going.
hmm I do have one thing, and it's about my former coach,
Oh
Mike
yeah, I did see
Tomlin, who will
this.
now be a studio analysis on, I believe it's Sunday Night Football, Football Night
Yeah,
in America.
he's
So,
taking Dungy's spot, I think.
which I'm it's gonna be sad not seeing Dungy on Football Night in America, but at the same time,
Mike
I'm
Tomlin's gonna
excited
be
to see what
great.
Mike Tomlin's gonna do. I'm excited to see what he's gonna bring to the dynamic he's gonna have with those people. So, all I
Mike
can say
Tomlin's
is
gonna kill it.
congratulations. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he will be able to do this at least for the season. I definitely think he'll probably do another couple years of coaching. I would say. I don't think this is somewhere where he's gonna be, not to be complacent, but like, I could definitely see him on another team coaching in the near future. But as of right now, him doing being a studio analysis, I'm happy for him, and I wish nothing but the best, and I'm excited to see him on Sunday nights. So
He's gonna kill it.
yeah, I have no doubt.
He's great with a
All right,
mic.
he is. He's very good. Like,
He's a
as we've heard
he's
from
a
many
walking
many
quote.
post game interviews, he is a good man on that mic.
The man's a walking
Anyway,
quote. So
literally. So I'm excited to see what he does. But anyway, guys, that is it for the episode. Thank you for tuning in to the Fourth Quarter Faith Podcast. As we have said at the beginning of the video, hit the like, comment, subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you can see when all our videos drop. I do believe, well, this video will be out before the draft happens tomorrow. And we'll have our reactions probably sometime around this weekend. So just watch out for your social media pages, and we'll be talking about day one and what we saw and like what our reactions were to the picks and
who knows?
everything.
We might have some live reactions for you.
We might have live reactions. Who
Instant.
knows? That'll be crazy. But anyway, we love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Until next time, that was Jacob Lagna. I'm Jesse Shalalo. Have a good night, guys.